7 a.m, the mail from the trainers in the first word. From 8, the Melbourne panel. New season, group action, the Turf's best team. RSN Racing and Sport.
Curious about how a business loan from On Deck can assist your small business? Meet Katrina, a proud cafe owner who needed a helping hand.
I needed $20,000 fast to help manage my cash flow issues and stay in the green with my suppliers. On Deck swooped in, and in just 3 hours, I had what I needed to keep my business moving.
Visit ondeck.com.au today and see how we can help build your small business dreams. T's and C's apply. All loans are subject to lender approval.
The Doorbuster sale at Doors Plus for 4 days only. Save up to 50% this weekend. And we can fit, paint, stain and deliver. Visit a showroom for a free measure and quote. At the 4-day Doorbuster sale ends Monday. Doors Plus.
No fuss. Look here. Look, shorty got back. Should I ask her for a dance? Hold on, there's too many in the wolf pack.
The all-electric Kia EV3, crowned the 2025 World Car of the Year. Awarded for its record 604 kilometres of all-electric range and fast-charging capabilities. The Kia EV3 is your 2025 World Car of the Year. Visit kia.com.au to find out more.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
On RSN Racing and Sport, it's time for the grey areas with Jason Adams and George Ferrugia.
The kid was a human dynamo.
Are you sure you're talking about George?
George of the jungle, friend to you and me.
Good afternoon. Isn't it great to see blue skies and the sun out down here in Melbourne? Welcome to Grey Areas, wrapping up what was a big night. Maybe not a big night, but at least an interesting one at Sandown last night. We look ahead to the Meadows tomorrow night and everything happening in between. My name's Jason Adams, and as always, here on the show, joined by the great G. Ferrugia. Happy Friday to you, my friend.
Happy Friday to you too, mate. You've got a little bit more of a spring in your step because I think we told the listeners you're off to Darwin tonight. Hey?
I haven't been this keen for a trip for a while.
Oh, John.
I'm up and about. I'm ready to rock.
I've never
Alarm
been to
bells.
Darwin.
You know what's the best part about it, John? Escaping the rat race. I think that's what I'm most looking forward to.
And the weather, yeah?
Yes,
Shorts
it'll be
and
30, 31 degrees every day. Shorts on.
Half you like.
Yep.
It's
Enjoy,
gonna be
mate.
fantastic. What are you
Obviously
blokes
for the
doing?
Darwin.
It's the only capital city in Australia I've never been to, and it's bucket list. I've got to get there at some point.
Yep.
It's not
Yeah.
somewhere I'd take the family.
I'd go
personally.
barramundi fishing.
Good for a boys' trip.
Barramundi fishing.
Apparently from Darwin Harbour, there's day trips. You can go out into the Torres Strait and go barramundi fishing. Oh, yes, please.
There you go. We'll join you next year, Jace. We'll stay here and hold the fort down for you, mate.
All right,
You
fantastic, mate. You'll be here, both of you blokes next
Happy
week.
landings. Safe trip.
Thank you, John. Looking forward to that 9:30 flight tonight. All right. Footy last night was dreadful, wasn't it? Poor spectacle.
It was over within
Not if
2
you're a
minutes.
Bulldogs fan.
Yeah, Bulldogs are flying, aren't
They'll
they?
be up and about for
They
sure.
got a percentage of a 2,000. They got a ridiculous percentage. So, as a Hawthorn fan, I'm starting to get the jitters, mate. But no, they're playing
And
well.
who do you blokes play this week?
We've got an easy game. We've got Adelaide tonight over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Knock over.
I beg your pardon. Was that sarcasm?
The tongue couldn't be more firmly entrenched into my cheek, mate. And so, yeah.
Just as easy as Collingwood's assignment tomorrow night, John.
Yeah, that's a good game, John. Brizzy at the MCG.
Yeah. Got them covered.
Oi!
There you go.
Not a danger game.
Oh, it's always.
But they were against Richmond and
Does feature
who else
in
did
the
they
obscure
play?
bit. Oh, yeah, they just
Gold
lost
Coast
to Freo.
Freo.
The Gold Coast got them, don't forget.
Just,
There
yeah.
might be just a chink in the armour there.
Speaking of footy, there's been some news over the past week, George, that I just cannot believe. I mean, everyone's seen how Fox Footy have announced, well, they haven't announced, but people have noticed a change, that they're not running with nicknames. With a group of people that have some of the best and most known nicknames, it just goes against Australian culture. It goes against what everyone wants to watch, doesn't it?
Well, I was just about to say, last time I checked, aren't we in Australia? I mean, that's
know.
half of the fun nicknames. Like, and some of them are just ordinary nicknames. Like, I mean, I do like Suva for Nick Larkey, Suvalaki. I think that's pretty
even
good.
between hosts, like who's going to call Jason Dunstall Jason?
Yeah, I know. BT.
Anyway,
Mate, they're just-
and I spoke about and is it a sign of Australia? Is that the camp you're in?
Absolutely.
I was watching that wrestling series on Netflix a couple of nights ago, and when John Cena turned heel, and that means he turned bad, there was stuff all people who knew about it. And when it was about to happen, Triple H, who is a yesteryear superstar and now basically runs the joint, he's telling broadcast what to do, and he said, right, this is what's going to happen. Cody Rhodes is going to tell The Rock to go F himself, and I want it to go to air.
Yeah.
I just thought, imagine that happening over here in the uproar.
We're very, it's a strange...
We're over there. It's considered entertainment. We move on.
Nicknames. John and I were speaking about one of his mates and his nickname off air before. I mean, nicknames are such an Australian thing. Like, it's crazy. And it adds to the theatre of the... Like, young kids like calling Nick Watson the Wizard, and it's just, I understand nobody's telling them not to do it, but goodness gracious me. Anyway.
I want to open up to the audience. What are the best nicknames?
Yes.
John Eales.
That are around.
The rugby union player, they called him Nobody.
Nobody's perfect?
Correct.
There you go.
I've got a couple from footy clubs that probably can't go to air, but if anyone's got some really good nicknames that you know around the traps, particularly if they're involved in greyhound racing somewhat, 0416 90 50 52.
Now, Jason, the last time we did this, we did some rhyming slang, and a few of them we couldn't say on air.
It's good for our pleasure. And if anyone wants to find out what they are, get in contact with us.
We got a chuckle out of it.
All right. In the past 48 hours or so, George, we've seen the news that Fernando Bale has retired from stud. So clearly, throughout his racing career, he was one of the best of all time.
Is he the best you've seen, Jace?
Yeah, easily. He did plenty for the sport on the track, and he did even more for it off the track, I think, during a really important time for the sport throughout 2015, 2016. And since then, his profound impact on the breeding game has been astronomical, and there's no better person than you to talk us through what he's done and the impact that he's had.
Just a legendary status, probably a stud dog that we might not see the likes of again.
Best ever stud dog?
In terms of his numbers and group winners, yes, for sure, absolutely. And the funny thing is, Jace, he was a remarkable greyhound. We all know that. He was a champion, probably the best I've seen as well. But he was unfashionably bred. His dad was a bit of a flop in America as a sire, so a lot of greyhound people... They used him, but they were waiting with bated breath to see what he would throw.
Calthos Fusilier.
Yeah, and his mum had thrown litters before that were just okay. So he was sort of a bit of a freak, but he threw that freakiness onto so many of his pups. I'll go through some of his progeny. Tommy Shelby, Tornado Tears, Good Odds Cobber, Whiskey Riot, Kablens, Seneca, My Redeemer, Lakeview Emily, Dinah Paddy, Mapunga Ruby, Poke the Bear, Excavation, Wow, Hecton Bale, Here's Tears, Hasten Slowly, Mapunga Tully, who won this year's Australian Cup. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. It's been a remarkable career. So when we say he's retired, Jace, there are still vials available in storage. It just means that he won't be an active sire, so there won't be any more vials taken. The other remarkable part, which is just a little bit, is that he did it all with one testicle. Which is a fair effort to get through everything he did.
He had enough work to put another bloke on.
He certainly did, mate. So, that's just a side note. It's probably irrelevant, but I mean, that's a fair effort. He's had a good life. He's had a great career, and then he retired and did what he loved.
Yeah, just talk us through the numbers, because they're significant. And when I say numbers, I mean, I think we spoke off air last week or on Wednesday about what price Brett Lee was bought for, and then what he earned at stud. So Fernando earned, I think, 1.3 million in prize money on the racetrack. What sort of income would have he had from a stud point of view? What would be his worth over the years?
So just to give you a guide, at his peak, Jason, I think he was 8,800 at stud, and you can serve over 200 a year.
Was that about average at the time, guys? Was that
that was the highest he was as a stud career. So what does that work out? If it's over 200, which he clearly got at 8,800, that's 1.6 mil a year in earnings, in stud earnings. And it's not a bad life, is it? He's looked after a lot of people. Obviously, Meticulous Lodge, Paul Westerveld, who is a fantastic stud master. The Wheeler family are indebted to the greyhound. He's a Hall of Famer, and as I said, he'll still produce litters from previous vials, but he's 12 now, and he's time to put his feet up.
Yeah, indeed, an absolute star. And I think one thing that not a lot of people would think about, George, that I think has been unbelievably important. We know in this modern era, it's not as easy as it once was to rehome greyhounds, and what's been forever an element of all of that is the dogs that are of colour, whether that be white or fawn or whatever it might be, clearly go off the conveyor belt much easier. And that's what he's thrown into a lot of his litters. So not only has he been successful and entertained us and produced greyhounds that have had success and whatnot, but he's made it easier from a rehoming point of view for a lot of people as well.
When you go to a racetrack, Jason, you'd know this. You pretty much can guess which ones are by Fernando Bale. All right, so we've got a couple of SMSs here. This is one probably in your vintage, John. Bruce Dool, the flying doormat.
I remember Dooley. I remember the day who took his headband off? Who was that?
Yeah, somebody, yes.
Dooley went nuts.
What was that girl's name, John, that ran out to him?
Helen D'Amico. Is that right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, she was. She streaked in the grand.
Yeah, I remember the streaky, but
I'm pretty sure
can't
that's
remember her name.
We've got another SMS. G'day, boys. Brian Fothergill, who's a trainer, obviously, is known as the Foss. Also, I note tomorrow night at the Meadows, a fair chunk of the dogs are by Fernando Bale. Absolute freak at stud. Regards, Jamie. Thanks for that, Jamie. Another good nickname, Jason Holder. His nickname is Stubby, which is fantastic as well.
And Ash is texting as well with a bloke he knows they call Gandhi. Now, I'm not going to get into why, but thank you for your text message, Ash. That's very amusing.
Where's that?
Oh, jeepers.
All right, anyway, they're milling around here behind the
that rattled
the mobile at Mildura. The favourite. Better zip it. That's probably what we should do. $1.70. Let's get on track. Luke Humphries.
To shape up. Hey. First of the day coming up, the Zilsey Wines Pace, right on the 12:11 p.m. start time for race 1 of 10 here at Mildura. It's the Zilsey Wines Pace. 7 of them for the late scratching Moldham at Levi was out at 11:53 this morning, veterinary advice. So for the late one at 7 to noon vets, for the late scratching, 7 of them, 2,190 metres, national rating 65 or better. Fast class starts the day. Scoring up, Better Zip at the favourite. Now South Australian prepared, has been 3 for 3, has been in great form since joining Ryan Rohrick, first up here after a recent trial win. $1.95 out to $2, $3.40 into $2.30 Pars Guarantee, $14 into $9.50 Kang Moroccan, considered best of the locals. All set. Beautiful day for it. Low teens, but not a cloud in the sky. Sun's always got a bit of kick in it as well. Racing. Let's Go Big Girl from 1 began quickly. Favourite is 8, Better Zip It. 2 on the second row. White Stars on Lime and Lime Stars on Pink Sleeves, and he's got 2 behind in there, Cemetery Bay and Rio Rock. Let's Go Big Girl 4 metres in front into the first bend. From inside the second line, Pars Guarantee held up. Now Better Zip It. Ashwood's off around them straight away here, and he is just going to walk to the lead after 2 furlongs. So Better Zip It. He started from outside the second line, and before they even enter the home straight, the favourite's in front and pricks the ears, and that just might be game, set, match there. So it's the 2023 Nullarbor winner. Better Zip It, 4 metres. Let's Go Big Girl. A similar margin to Pars Guarantee. 3 back on the peg line in the grey jacket. Green with the red sleeves of Spartacus in the death. In the yellow fullback, the inside Rio Rock. 1-1 Kiang Moroccan and 2 metres Cemetery Bay, 5 back the pegs and about 15 to 20 off the lead at the absolute most. They went past the Park Douglas Printing winning post in a lead time of 42.9, and the favourite is the leader. That's Better Zip It, and he's out 4 metres in front. From behind second, Let's Go Big Girl. 3 metres was Spartacus, the death seat, and a metre to Pars Guarantee, 3 back the inside. 2 metres Kiang Moroccan and the pink, purple and white 1-1. 2 metres Rio Rock, 4 back on the pegs, and 2 metres Cemetery Bay, 3 back the outside, and is 12 to 15 metres off the lead. Off the back straight, they've got 1,050 left to go. The first quarter in 30.1. Leader Better Zip It by 3 metres. Second the outside is Spartacus, who's travelling pretty strongly. Third the inside, Let's Go Big Girl. 3 back the peg line, Pars Guarantee, Kiang Moroccan 1-1. On the pegs, 4 back Rio Rock and 3 back the outside with a light blue sleeve, Cemetery Bay. Second quarter, 31.2, 700 left to travel. And Better Zip It in front, the favourite by 4 metres. On in second place, Spartacus around of Let's Go Big Girl. 3 metres Kiang Moroccan 1-1, a metre Pars Guarantee, who's 3 back the peg line with nowhere to go. 3 metres Cemetery Bay, 3 back the outside, and a metre Rio Rock fullback the pegs and about 12 off the lead. Better Zip It starts to quicken the tempo at the 400 mark of the third quarter in 28.9, and Better Zip It, the winner of over 600,000 in prize money. 4 metres to Let's Go Big Girl at Spartacus Flat, 3 deep King Moroccan, and then 3 back the pegs. Pars Guarantee, who gives Better Zip It 12 metres start and can't get out. Better Zip It by the ways kick 10 in front on the bridle. Well back Cemetery Bay, Rio Rock full back the inside, but Better Zip It doing it very easily indeed and will win on the bridle. Better Zip It absolutely coasts in. 7 metres Let's Go Big Girl, a metre and a half Kiang Moroccans run in third place, and Pars Guarantee 2 metres away fourth. Never really got a crack at them. A metre Spartacus, last pair Cemetery Bay and Rio Rock, and the dash to the line 27.4 last quarter, home in 56.3, mile rate 157.9. So easiest of stuff for Better Zip It, first 8 and 210, 110 on Super Tab, and he was about 100 to 1 on after 2 furlongs. Alex Ashwood, second one, Let's Go Big Girl, Wayne Hill 220, and third 2 Kiang Moroccan. First horse home that wasn't on the pegs, Luke Watson 190. Pars Guarantee will get into fourth, never really got a crack at them. Better Zip It, first horse number 8. He's a Bay Gelding.
Started favourite, and it paid $2.10 and $1.10. Alex Ashwood, the first winning driver of the afternoon, boys, at Mildura, and Paul Hammond very shortly at Hillsville heading to the start.
All right, a few text messages have come in. Georgie, I'll let you take us into this one that refers to Murray Bridge tomorrow.
Yeah, H. D'Amico. So I think we got the name right for the streak. He's running at Murray Bridge tomorrow, named after the streaker. Damn hot streak. H. D'Amico. There's a name in bet.
That's from Napa, and he says the mum as well was called Hot Streak.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Wow.
That's very clever naming.
All right, and Posty Troy, that's a cracker.
Posty
I do
Troy.
like that. You said go Dons at the end of the message, which is
all we could read out.
Is all we can use.
All we can read out, which is just absolutely fantastic.
Very well done, Troy. We had a laugh.
We did. Sandown, Jace.
Here we go.
Yes, we'll get into that. We've got Hillsville coming up. It's at least from a headline act point of view from the results. I mean, Delicate was really good. And that race with her and Scalacci was a belter.
It was.
I mean, we looked at that race prior and thought they're probably the only two that can win it. But, geez, they had a good battle throughout, didn't they?
It just shows you she's so fast. When she nails the start, Jay, she's just hit or miss. But she nailed the start yesterday, 5:05. 29.17 overall, Jace, if you don't mind. Scalacci at his ripe old age, still running 29.3s. He's a star.
Yep, and a fast win as well later on the night, which we'll touch about shortly. But in the meantime, Hillsville fast approaching a special yogi for one of the better painters, and a lot of them in greyhound racing, in Peter Knott to jump from the pink. Here's Happy Hammond.
So they're about to move in here, guys, for the fifth on the program, which is the first leg of the quaddie. So good luck there. $1.70 for a special yogi by Barcia Bale. It's $174 for Get a Grip. Strong second pick and third pick, Audacious Rachel. Kennel won a race early with Audacious Dodge, so they're going for a double with number 5 here. But a special yogi is certainly the one that the punters are very keen on here. Good luck with your quaddies. They're moving in for the first leg here. 350 metres is the journey for race 5. Last of the runners loaded up here. Reserves not required for grade 5 stake. There's the green light. We're set to go. They're ready. Racing a special yogi, got a clean getaway and gets plenty of clear room early. Going up on the outside, Soda Diesel, trying to get through on the inside, Audacious Rachel with Crackerjack Jet. Just off those then came Get a Grip, and on the inside was Aston Plus. In the centre of the track, a special yogi. The odds-on favourite is a couple of lengths clear. A special yogi too good. Audacious Rachel's, I think, just got second over White Shiraz. Then came Get a Grip. In behind those was Aston Plus. Then came Easy Pie with Crackerjack Jet and Soda Diesel toward the tail. And the run for the favourite is around 19.90. Well, 3 out of the first 5 favourites have won, so punters are doing quite well here. A special yogi by Barcia Bale, Mercedes Red, Peter Knott at Carnegie, the winning trainer. Number 5, second Audacious Rachel. Ran quite nicely, but the favourite had it pretty well covered most of the way. 4 gets third White Shiraz, and number 1, Get a Grip, into fourth. Interim placings here are 8, 5, 4 and 1. 8, 5, 4.
8, 5, 4 and 1, and 4 out of 5 favourites have won at Healesville this afternoon. Now, just very quickly, guys, if you'll allow me, number 1 at Mildura, the first favourite there at the Trots with Luke Humphreys today. Better Zip It paid $2.10 and $1.10 Alex Ashwood. Number 1, Let's Go Big Girl, $2.20. 2 Kiyang Moroccan at $1.90, and 7 is fourth. The Quinella, $12, Exacta $18, Trifecta paid $82, and the first 4, $260. After the first at Mildura and at Healesville, 8, 5, 4, 1 official. Number 8, a Special Yogi, $1.80 and $1.50. 5, Audacious Rachel at $1.20. 4, White Shiraz, $2.40 and 1, Get a Grip. The Quinella, $5.20, Exacta $7.80, Trifecta $35, and the first 4, $111. Running double, 1 and 8, $58. Jace.
Thank you, John. And just looking back to Sandown last night, Delicate and Scalacci, a great race that was. George, you mentioned about Delicate and when she gets it right, how good she is. She's superb. Now, she's sort of got it right more often than not in a very small sample size in her most recent starts. What she's doing at the moment at this point of her career, can they shake a habit like that? Like, could we see her become more consistent over time with more experience?
Yeah, sometimes trainers will tell you that some box manners get worse as greyhounds go along, but I think in her case, yeah, she just might start to settle a little bit. So I haven't had a really good look at what she's doing in the boxes. I don't know if she's sort of mistiming it or just pushing back a little bit, but the gap between her best and worst to the first corner is not alarming, but I mean, it might cost her a big race because the ability is certainly there, right? I mean, running those sort of times. And to beat a dog like Scalacci at your start 15 is no mean feat.
Yeah, great texts has come in there. Hey, Jason, you said Delicate and Scalacci were the only 2 chances in that race last night. Then why did you tip Warm Cockles? Bang on, brain fade. I tipped him on top and it just wasn't there. It's probably more the mindset that they were the only 2 after 50 metres that were in the race, and it was a 2-act affair after that.
It was a good race to watch. One later in the program, Jace, accredited for Ned McDonald, 29.15, if you don't mind. 29.13, sorry. Guess who he's by? Fernando Bale. Started $1.30, went $5.04 early and just blew them away. He's got a lot of ability, this greyhound, and I think Connections will be very excited by that. So he had the 16 starts, won 6 of them, but 3 on the trot, and just seemingly getting better and better.
What about race 4? And John, you can chime in here because the greyhound that he labels a weirdo won last night at Sandown. Set the sizzle over the 700 metres. What did you think of that, Georgie? The text you sent me afterwards wasn't awfully complimentary of him.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, he's ever since I've called him a weirdo, I think he's won 3 out of 4. So hopefully he was listening. He just did what he needed to do and win in a lower class race.
Flying Zulu back in business.
Yeah.
Had the chance, had that runway to accelerate early and took advantage of that.
I think you called him a moral. I think he was one of your best, wasn't he?
I don't know about a moral, but yeah, confidence was high on him.
Yeah, and you know, a good price too at $2.70. There was a couple of handy greyhounds in the race, but again, Jace, he had to work for it down the back and went around them and won in 29.48. He's been a marvel, this dog. Clearly won over $1 million now, and just getting himself ready for Saturday week's heats at the Meadows.
And lastly, we saw the 600-metre debut of Texas President. Now, this is a greyhound that on maturity night had the fastest last 100 metres of the whole card, and last night handled himself magnificently over the 600 metres.
Yeah, he's a very, very fast greyhound. There's no doubt about that. He went 9.32 early, Jace, which is just okay. So he's still going to sort of get himself into a little bit of trouble, but he was very, very good. Comes from a good litter. There's some good greyhounds in that litter, including Raining Fire, who we spoke about on Wednesday, who ran 29.70.
And hey, Duana Fernando runner-up, you tipped him at large odds.
Yeah, he paid really well for a place, around $4, and the greyhound we tipped in the last each way paid $3 something as well. That got us out a little bit after Mapunga Donna let us down as one of our tips. So hopefully people had a play each way on those 2.
All right, attention to the Meadows tomorrow night. And there's a few good races. I mean, similar to Sandown last night, the depth of the volume, at least, of the nominations isn't what we'd like it to be at this point in time, but the quality of the 2 meetings isn't too bad. Race 3 is the first one I want to speak about, George. It features one of your girls in Shake and Bake, but she comes up against some good opposition. Mapunga Smoky, Desired Range is going well at the moment, and also Pass Mark.
Yeah, and Pawzan Tippy, Jace, is another one who's going really well at the moment. 34.47 last start, went 8.98 early. If you start breaking 9 seconds to the first marker over 600 metres, you're going to lead a lot of races. She had a really nice 500-metre base, but she stepped up to 600 pretty impressively.
And race 7 tomorrow night isn't too bad as well. I mean, we highlighted University last week and how well she finished off her race at Sandown last week, and she comes up against Magpie Hector, who is a brother to Slick Splits. And from what I learnt from Jason Lyon last Saturday night, this dog can run. So we'll see what he serves up tomorrow night.
It's just a shame that he's drawn off the track because he's going to have to work pretty hard, pardon me, against some very, very quick greyhounds, including Cleo Star, who ran 22.26 at Geelong. And as you know, Jace, that is absolutely hiking, has got exposed form at the Meadows and records some very nice splits as well for Brendan Purcell. So that's a handy little grade 5, that.
And the last leg of the quaddie race 8, it's a free-for-all. And any time we see the three words free-for-all attached to a race, we take interest because it's always good. Smooth Plane, one of your favourite boys to jump from the red. Can he bounce back and pick up his first win since being back in Victoria?
What do you reckon, Jace? Is he racing well enough?
Well, he's got every chance. I mean, you look at what he's done in his past couple of runs. He hasn't disgraced himself. He's been beaten by Deadly Avenger and Tim Zhu, so he hasn't...
But by a long way.
By a long way.
Yeah.
But there was sort of drama, at least in the Tim Zhu race. I can't remember what happened in the Deadly Avenger race, but got to be every chance here.
Clearly the dangers of the 2 and the 4, aren't they? I mean, if Colac Kid brings his A game, he's a very fast dog, and Paul Oswald has been racing very, very well. So nice little free-for-all there tomorrow night.
Yep, and what about from a tipping point of view at the Meadows tomorrow night? Who do you like?
I just opened that. I'm going to go for a greyhound that we tipped 2 weeks ago, and it got the chocolates for us, and I think it can win again, if only. Race 4, number 1, over the staying trip. I see a scenario here where it leads Jason all the way. I mean, it's got an opportunity to. It only has to run around the 42.90 mark, and that probably will be enough. Race 4, number 1. As we scroll down, I'm just going through these now. Race 10, number 2, Red Stiletto, who we tipped last week, and it was a really solid placing. Drawn a little bit better this week, Jace, so we're keen on race 10, number 2 as well. But I think the best of the night is race 11, number 1, Paul Kramer. He's won his last 3. He's got speed to burn. I think he'll hold and dictate terms early and be very tough to beat. Not sure what odds we're going to get, but race 11, number 1 to bring us home.
And the obscure outlay, we had Nasiah Wanganeen Malera get us out of Drail.
God, love that,
to
man.
say the least, last Sunday night. What have you got for us?
It's a 4-leg multi. Adelaide tonight. Collingwood to beat Brisbane. St Kilda to beat North Melbourne, and Freo to beat Carlton. $3.20 we're shopping at. I think those 4 will get up.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Who the Swans got, mate? You got
Essendon tomorrow.
Okay, so there's a win for you.
So hopefully they can disappoint Posty Troy, who texted him before saying "Go Dons," which followed a very good nickname that we can't read out on air. Yeah, we should win that. That is for sure. Now, time for the Ferrugia files, and it's not exactly the biggest file of all time, but
No, it's okay. It was false alarm, sorry.
Okay. But still some decent ones to go around. And one thing I have noticed, George, the consistency of your dogs recently has been good.
Yeah.
Haven't always been winning, but pretty rare they miss a drum.
We've had a good run. We have. So let's
All right.
God may continue.
Now, we're crossing the Tasman here. Race 5, number 7 today. Johnny Football at what track?
Wanganui, is it? I think, yeah.
Wanganui.
And how's he going to go?
Yeah, look, he's won 35 races. He's my favourite dog. He's a star. He's over the 520. He's favourite. If he gets clear running on that first corner, Jace, he'll be hard to beat.
Q1 Lakeside today as well. Race 6, number 5, Sorella.
I text Tommy Savalas, so there's no shenanigans between you and him saying I'm hiding information. And he said, if she jumps, she'll win.
Is his nickname Kojak?
Well, I'll start calling him that now, although he's got a full head of hair.
Tommy Savalas. Pretty
the
close.
Hairy Kojak, mate.
Pretty close.
Yeah, Sorella.
Sorry.
You're right.
Jason just gave me the death stare there.
No. Geelong, the Cattery tonight. Race 12, number 3, Never Mind.
Place.
The Meadows tomorrow night. Race 1, number 8, In Bloom.
Yeah, we like her, Jace. 30.05, best of the night to win her maiden, but the box draw worries me, and her brother, Avengement, is a talented dog. If she can get around the first corner, she's a chance.
The Meadows again, race 3, number 1, Shake and Bake, as we mentioned before.
She'll be underdone. She's a quality greyhound, but I'd say place best.
Wins by 6.
John's on the mark here. Johnny is on the mark. Sunday, Royal Rockhampton, race 5, number 7, Coronation Day.
Your favourite greyhound, quickly becoming. Very unlucky on Wednesday. Trainer reckons he's going very well, so big chance.
All right, fantastic.
So you can't whinge of that, Jace. I was honest as I can be, as always. Good luck in Darwin, mate.
Yes, I'll need it. What's on for the weekend for you, my friend?
Nate's got a confirmation thing. I'm not very religious,
pumped
but
for that?
I go around for the restaurant afterwards. I've got to pay the bill. So I'm not very pumped for that. But then just at home with the family watching Collingwood Brisbane. Can't wait. There's a few
John,
Collingwood fans in my family.
How are you going to enjoy the
lovely
footy
people?
tomorrow?
Lovely people.
The Ferujai?
The Ferujai?
What's on for you tomorrow night?
Saturdays, mate. I'll be in here tomorrow for a long...
Afterwards.
No, I'm always
watching the
tired.
footy.
After a Saturday, home, very quiet night.
He starts to warm up like Fernando Bale
Very
on the
quiet
Sunday.
night.
Always tired.
Couple of beers on Sunday,
green
but
tin in his hand.
I'm finished when I'm going home on
I
Saturday
might see you
nights.
out there on Sunday, mate.
Yep, you never know. I'll be
Outstanding.
watching the Pies.
Hey, George, there's a race at Richmond coming up tonight. It's called the Cannonball Final. Now, it's very much unlike me to be taking strong interest in racing over 400 metres or less, but this is a good race, and there's a greyhound by the name of Badger's Beast who is a winning machine. Now, I had to cover this race on the morning line on Sky yesterday morning, and this greyhound is good. Now, he was $2.50, I think, as soon as yesterday. He's now $1.80. I cannot possibly see in my eyes how he loses the race.
Should we throw him in with the obscure bit?
Yeah, we
Is
can
that
throw
what
him
you're
in.
saying?
Because the one's been supported and backed, Rima's the themist. She won't leave the box as quick as what he will. And he's a faster dog.
He's the best short courser in New South Wales.
There's a dog called Wes Fernando in 3 who's got a better first split than Badger's Beast, but leaves 2 metres on the rail. He gets room to work with, and he's the fastest dog in the race.
He's a machine.
Ben start racing over 400 metres, which generally triggers alarm bells, George. But I seriously do not see how he loses the race.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's just a winner, the dog, isn't he? Trained by the other Greek prince, Peter Lagosioni, and they recently won the Cannonball with him, right? Or what was that other big race? The Grafton Cup, I think.
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt, sorry. They won that impressively, so he's just been a terrific greyhound. So good luck to all connections involved. Geez, we don't normally talk about a provincial meeting at New South Wales,
No, we
mate.
don't, but I just had to look at it yesterday morning, and I rarely get on my high horse, but I really thought, at least at the 250 that he was yesterday. I know I'm not allowed to have a bet, but for anyone out there, that's I saw that as mayonnaise.
$1.80.
Some would say.
Yep, better than bank interest, mate.
All right. We're about to wrap up here. We've got Hillsville coming up, which is fast approaching. Anything else we need to highlight, George?
No, that's it. We've just got one more SMS. Good afternoon, fellas. Great show today. We played football with a guy from Ireland. He was called Irish, played a full season before someone called him Francis. We didn't know who it was. Have a great weekend, Kenny from Cranbourne. He usually comes in with a tip as well, Kenny, but thanks for the input as always.
He's a legend, Kenny.
That's it. He's a legend. Hey, we're due for another social gig, I reckon.
Oh, please.
No, John?
Please.
Another function?
I thought John had fun.
I ate the
I thought he
biggest
did too.
hamburger of my life that day.
You
Do
didn't
remember?
leave much.
No, but you can always finish your plate, mate. There's people that are starving.
That's true.
All right, open race here coming up at Hillsville. George, have a great weekend. Johnny,
too,
have a
mate.
great weekend.
Thank
I
you.
won't be here next week, so you blokes have the keys. Don't bugger up, as they say.
Who's coming in?
Corey Smith has been penciled in.
Yep.
Just quickly, just got some news through. Obviously, the passing of Kerry Prowse. Brian Parkinson has put that information through. Obviously, I seen it on the website as well. So rest in peace and condolences for her and her family.
Indeed. All right, at the boxes here, race 6, Hillsville. King Cherry for Bradley Sands has been supported since markets open. 5 in the 3. Let's get on track for the 6 at Hillsville with the great Happy Hammond.
And King Cherry, the favourite here, Jason, 290. Jumbuck Johnny, 330. Wild Venus, 360. Hard Press, 440. They're the top 4 in the marketplace. Second leg of the quaddie. And the first leg went to the favourite, a Special Yogi.